Welcome to Hot Drama TV.
The night the numbers changed. How Cheng Lei quietly rewrote the rules of fame. No one expected it. Not the media. Not the fans. Not even the algorithms that decide who deserves to be seen. For years, one name seemed untouchable in the world of digital influence. Liu Yuning, a veteran star, a proven hitmaker, a symbol of stability and long-term success. His fanbase was vast, loyal, and seemingly immovable. And then, almost silently, Cheng Lei appeared at the top of the chart. Not with a scandal. Not with a dramatic announcement. Not with a loud declaration of victory. Just the numbers. Hundreds of thousands of new followers. A sudden surge that defied expectations. A quiet moment that forced everyone to ask the same question. How did this happen? The comfort of predictability. In the entertainment industry, people love certainty. They love believing that fame follows a straight line, that those who have struggled the longest, worked the hardest, and stood on the stage the most will always remain on top. Liu Yuning represented that belief perfectly. Years of dedication, countless performances, a reputation built brick by brick. He was not just popular, he was reliable. A name brands trusted, audiences recognized, and platforms promoted without hesitation. In comparison, Cheng Lei seemed quieter, less dominant, less obvious. And that is precisely why what happened next felt so unsettling. The moment no one saw coming. There was no explosion, no headline screaming a new king is born. Instead, it happened the way modern fame often does, invisibly. A clip shared, a scene replayed, comment liked, a moment that resonated just enough to make people stop scrolling. Then another moment, and another. Until one day, the data told a story that words had not yet caught up with. Cheng Lei's fan count didn't just grow. It accelerated. And suddenly, he had surpassed Liu Yuning in new follower growth. Not in legacy, not in achievements, but in momentum. And momentum in the digital age is everything. Fame is no longer about who you are. Here is the uncomfortable truth the numbers reveal. Modern fame is not about who you have been. It is about who people feel connected to right now. Audiences today don't pledge lifelong loyalty the way they once did. They respond to emotion, authenticity, timing, and relatability. They follow who makes them feel something today. Cheng Lei didn't win because he shouted louder. He won because, at that exact moment, his presence aligned with the emotional rhythm of the audience. He didn't chase attention. Attention found him. The algorithm has no memory. Unlike humans, algorithms do not remember your past sacrifices. They don't care how long you've been famous. They don't reward loyalty or seniority. They respond to engagement, clicks, shares, reactions, growth. In that cold, data-driven world, every star starts from zero every day. And this is where Cheng Lei's rise becomes symbolic. His growth is not an insult to Liu Yuning's legacy. It is a reminder that digital relevance resets constantly. Yesterday's champion must compete again today. A mirror for the industry. This moment is bigger than two names. It reflects a deeper transformation in entertainment culture. Popularity is fluid, not permanent. Fan numbers are no longer decorations, they are power. Emotional connection beats reputation. Silence can sometimes travel further than noise. Cheng Lei's surge tells young artists something important. You don't need to dominate the room. You just need to resonate. And it tells veterans something equally crucial. Past success does not protect you from the present. What this really means. This is not a story about victory or defeat. It is a story about change. A reminder that fame today is not owned. It is borrowed moment by moment from an audience that moves faster than ever before. Thualoy's unexpected rise didn't break the rules. It revealed them. In the end, the most powerful lesson is this. In a world ruled by screens and swipes, the loudest voice doesn't always win. Sometimes, the one who listens does. And maybe that's why this story matters. Not because someone climbed higher, but because it shows us how fragile, fascinating, and human fame has become. When Cheng Lei surpassed Liu Yuning, a quiet shift no one was ready for. First, people thought it was a mistake, a glitch, a temporary spike. Just another meaningless fluctuation in the endless sea of numbers. After all, how could Cheng Lei, a name still finding its place, suddenly outpace Liu Yuning, A figure whose popularity had been tested, proven, and reinforced over years. But the numbers didn't disappear. They stayed. They grew. And slowly, an uncomfortable realization set in. Something had changed. The weight of a name. For a long time, Liu Yuning's name carried weight. It meant stability. It meant consistency. It meant a guarantee of attention. In the entertainment world, that kind of reputation is gold. It is built over time through endless rehearsals, sleepless nights, public scrutiny, and the quiet endurance of staying relevant longer than most. Liu Yuning didn't rise overnight. He climbed step by step. And because of that, many believed his position was secure. But the digital world doesn't respect history the way humans do. Cheng Lei's rise was not loud, and that was the point. Cheng Lei didn't announce his arrival. There was no dramatic comeback story. No quer felicitar controversy. No aggressive push for attention. Instead, his presence spread the way whispers do. A performance that felt sincere. A moment that felt real. An expression that lingered just long enough in the viewer's mind. People didn't follow him because they were told to. They followed because they wanted to know more. And curiosity, once ignited, is more powerful than hype. Why this moment matters more than it seems. On the surface, this story is about follower growth. But underneath, it reveals a truth many are uncomfortable admitting. Fame today is no longer cumulative. It is situational. You don't keep attention because you earned it once. You keep it only if you earn it again today. Liu Yuning represents the era of earned fame. Cheng Lei represents the era of felt fame. One is built on recognition, the other on resonance. And resonance travels faster. The audience has changed quietly. Modern audiences don't wait for permission to care. They don't follow rankings. They don't obey industry narratives. They don't stay loyal out of obligation. They follow instinct. If something feels authentic, they stay. If it feels distant, they leave without explanation. This doesn't make them shallow. It makes them honest. And Cheng Lei benefited from this honesty. The algorithm doesn't choose sides. Here is the harsh reality. The algorithm does not love you. It does not remember your sacrifices. It does not care how long you've been here. It reacts. And in that moment, Cheng Lei generated reaction. Not outrage. Not controversy. But attention that lingered. That is the most dangerous kind of attention, the kind that doesn't burn out quickly. Liu Yuning did nothing wrong. This is important to say. Liu Yuning did not fall. He was not replaced. He did not fail. What happened was not a loss. It was a reminder. A reminder that even the strongest stars exist inside a system that constantly resets itself. In today's world, you don't lose relevance. Relevance moves. What Cheng Lei's moment really tells us. Cheng Lei's sudden surge isn't just about him. It tells young artists. You don't need to dominate the industry. You need to connect with the moment. It tells established stars. Legacy opens doors, but it doesn't hold them open. And it tells the audience something profound. Your attention shapes reality more than any studio or agency ever could. The fragility of modern fame. Fame used to feel permanent. Now it feels borrowed. Borrowed from people who can change their minds tomorrow. Borrowed from platforms that rewrite the rules overnight. Borrowed from moments that pass faster than we can name them. Cheng Lei didn't steal the spotlight. The spotlight moved. And perhaps that's the most honest ending. This story doesn't need a winner. It needs understanding. Because one day, Cheng Lei may face the same moment. And someone else, quieter, newer, unexpected, may rise. That is not cruelty. That is the rhythm of the digital age. In a world obsessed with being seen, the most powerful force is still being felt. And sometimes, the person who changes everything is not the loudest voice in the room, but the one who arrives exactly when we're ready to listen.